So I've noticed that my bottom deal videos are kind of popular. Not like super popular, like, oh my goodness, it's getting millions, thousands, whatever views. But popular enough that people are watching those lengthier videos, enjoying them and commenting on them. So I've decided to kind of take that whole thing and mash it all together into what I'm calling theory, video theory, sleight of hand theory. And this is just going to be the things that I've read, that I've learned, that I've talked about. And it's all free stuff. I'm going to try and give you stuff. I want to give stuff that's all free that you could find on the internet, sources that you can find on the internet. And if you want deeper looks into it or more deeper go into the material, you'll probably have to pay for it. But I'm going to be as clear and concise with all the stuff for free because I don't want to give anything away that's behind a paywall, because it's behind a paywall for a reason. So I want to get that off to the side. Now, if you go to Steve Forte's website, he does all these video demonstrations, and that's where you can learn what I'm going to talk about today, which is some second deal theory. Specifically, the idea of a visual second deal demonstration. See, a lot of people skip over the demonstration, or a lot of people that do a demonstration just do it, okay? And I know that a lot of people, because they just do it, the people that are watching aren't very entertained by that. An example is this second deal. Now, I like my second deal. I am a very good fan of this. I'm a very big fan of this second deal. Okay, and there's misconceptions with the brief and all that. At this point, I don't really care anymore. This is just the second deal I like. We're gonna go on a side tangent. I have practiced the whole moving that thumb up, and it's good. I'm not very good at it yet, or getting a good speed at it, but I'm getting better at moving that thumb up, especially for just like switching between deals. Until I deal it to myself, right? And of course, part of the reason why it sucks, I'm kind of bad at it, is because it always keeps sticking to my thumb. But and that's a more practical, what we call a natural second deal. If you want more ideas on that natural second deal, a person who has a very good video on it is this guy named Miguel Webb. Go sub to that guy. He has a good point where the idea of naturalness, and I should have taken that advice sooner, because you can learn multiple false deals, okay? And this deal is very visually cool and appealing and nice, okay? No one's gonna know that you're dealing seconds. Now, people that are super looking for it are going to notice that you are dealing seconds, okay? Based off of thumb movement or how the card sounds, all these nuances that happen to anyone, right? It's just inevitable. Every single type of false deal has a false deal like tell, because no false deal is a fair deal. If that makes sense, way to go, that makes sense. Now, on the subject of what I was talking about, visual presentations, what would be very visual for my second deal would to have that card face up and then pull that second card right behind it. And there's like visually no evidence of being able to grab that next card. So being able to do this looks like cards are just melting through that ace of spades. Okay, and this is what we call a visual stimulant, right? A visual, like, what's the word? Door. It's called closing doors. You're closing a visual door because visually it's impossible to take the top card or to secretly place it somewhere else and then say you're second dealing. Okay, now people know that it does have to come somewhere, but it's just so good because it's so small that it's just impossible to see. So another visual open door that you can do face down is leaving that ace on top of the deck, and you explain this. This is how you explain this. Is, oh yeah, there's a second deal. And you can do your normal second deal. And then you can show that normal second deal like this. And then I usually go into the idea, well, how about this? I can actually leave that second card right there hanging off the top of the deck, and I can still deal that second card. And this is what visually gets people, because this card is hanging off. It looks like it's the only card possible for me to grab, even though I'm grabbing the second card. and that's what makes it visually appealing. Of course, if you want to, you can leave that ace face up for the second demonstration of that. But what I like to do is, instead of doing that, I'd be like, I usually go, yeah, I'll leave that ace there, and you can see that I can even do this one-handed. So you can see that the ace is here, but it's not there because it's here, right? That's a Darwin Ortiz saying that I've heard. And you can start doing one-handed second deals and stuff like that. And that's just a better way, in my opinion, to do it. And then you can go into the jacks are better thing. And so above all, the lesson I want to talk about is, this is the theory behind a visual second deal for the layman, for the magician, not necessarily for the card table. And we'll talk about card table stuff more in the future, but I wanted to get this one out of the way because I really liked that Steve Forte idea of leaving that card offset. So if you want to see a more in-depth kind of just thought about it, or Steve Forte's thought about it, I recommend going to his YouTube channel where he has it. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. If you like these kinds of videos, please go ahead and subscribe, comment anything you want to see, or any suggestions, theories that you may have. I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Peace.